Well, I absolutely love searching out new places in France, and I love the canal systems because they're totally ignored. But just have a look at this. How nice is that? Beautiful autumn colours. Got miles and miles upon miles of this canal. Nobody carp fishes it. But absolutely no idea when that buzzer goes what you're going to catch, and that's what exactly what I'm after. Doesn't matter if it's small, medium, large size. It's just that buzz when the buzzer goes. And I will, oh, look at this. How beautiful is that? Oh, it's just a privilege just spending time in locations like this. Got my van. Having to drive along the towpath. Sometimes you're not allowed to drive along it, but I get my push bike out. Go exploring. Beautiful countryside. Alright, I've got 2 nights. 2 nights ahead of us. Let's see if we can catch one. It'd be nice if we could just find any. Alright, let's get on it. Well, come across this small boat marina, and access is pretty difficult to it, but I've seen quite a few small fish topping just right next to the boats, so I reckon this is going to be as good a shout as anywhere. I've just got to try and find access to it now. A lot of these places in the winter are totally closed down, but there's a bridge a couple hundred yards away, so I can barrow my gear down need be. Alright, let's get the rods out. Oh, this is a spot I want to fish. I want to be opposite these boats. I'm a couple of rods across to the boats, but the only way I can fish to it is to get myself on that far bank, which means parking my van there. I've had to offload at a restaurant further up the canal. I've got all my gear in a barrow, and I'm going to walk to my barrow. I've got to cross a bridge about 500 yards further up. But look at this here. This is going to be a cracking spot. Just on the edge of these overhanging trees. A lot of leaves falling in, so I'm going to have to probably fish a pop-up, maybe 3 inches off the bottom, so it's not covered in this all these leaves falling in at the moment. But I've seen plenty of small fish, so that bodes well. Alright, let's get cracking, let's get on with it. Oh, this looks nice as well down here. Surely there's 1 or 2 carp mooching about this margin of the canal. Beautiful. Now if this is not awesome, I don't know what is. This is for me what fishing should all be about. Just fishing for the total unknown, going places where no one's been before. We're so excited when that buzzer goes, if it goes at all. But look at that, looks magnificent. This area looks nice as well. Oops, got something caught on my tyre. Well, I think I'll have some of this just here. You have to put a rod across to those bolts. You have to put a rod across to the far bolt and rod down the margin. Absolutely beautiful. This rod, just about to put out next to that bolt over there called Somewhere. All the leaves have fallen off the tree and they've all gathered in between those bolts. So that's going to be quite bad on the bottom. That there's been a lot of debris on the bottom there. So I'm just going to fish this side of it. Let's get it out there. Bit short that. I don't want it too close to the boat. With all those leaves, there's gonna be a lot of crap on the bottom. That's bang on, absolutely perfect that one. I'll put a back lead on it as well in case we get any bolts. Keep the line out rubbish. So it doesn't appear like we're going to get many bolts though. Do. Perfect. We're fishing. Lovely. Fish my clutch pretty tight. Don't want those carp getting underneath the bolts really. Perfect that. Now let's get a bit of bait out, just on the edge of that boat. Got to be careful I don't upset the boat owners. They hate particle over the precious boats. Perfect. Exactly what I want this, a nice wide spread of bait. Baiting spoons are brilliant. Oh, love that. A few big halibuts. These are fantastic bait, these, for breaking down these 28 mils. Just generate so much interest in the swim. Best to be avoided though if there's catfish about. No, you don't need many. A few boilies. Again, it's the water temp's dropping now, so I'm not going to have masses of bait. Enough though to get their interest. Absolutely perfect, that. That'll do. Well, there's the bait I'm using on the canal at the moment. I've got a bucket full of tiger nuts, maize, a few peanuts. Absolutely beautiful combination, that. Got some Candy Nut Crush boilies and a few big 28mm halibut pellets, which the halibut pellets, as they break down, they just bring everything into the swim. Probably best to be avoided though if you've got a few catfish in the lake, because the catfish love them. I put everything out using my baiting spoon. Love using a baiting spoon, and the spread it gives, for me it's perfect. Right, let's get some of this out here. Let's get these fish munching about, searching. Well, I've got my brew on. First brew of the trip. It's always probably the best brew of the trip. It is the first one. Rods are out, and don't it look nice? Talk about being remote and being by yourself. Absolutely stunning. Come on, I've already had rods have only been out 30 minutes. I've had a liner on that middle rod, so that's a good indication. Be interesting to see what it is. Yeah, I'm just cooking up my dinner. Just seen a carp come out right over my bait. That boat over there, that barge, it's called Somewhere the Barges. Quite a nice name for a boat, that, Somewhere. And not that we can just make out the ripples, but what a great sign. I'd be surprised if that doesn't rip off at some point. That's my furthest left rod, that. Beautiful. Come on. Look at this bit of grub. Let's see what we've got cooking here. What delights have we got? Oh, look at that. Fit for the king, that. Potatoes and tomatoes. Good old staple food. The fact that it's cheap doesn't really make any difference. Honestly. Hey, pick up! Oh, that's flying. Oops. Oh, stay away. Oh, it's come off. Gutted! Absolutely distraught about losing that one. Just sat there, it just started raining and it absolutely zipped off, it did. And had it on for about, I don't know, you seen it, about 20 seconds. Tried taking me under the boat, gave it a little bit of pressure and the hook was pulled out. That's carp fishing for you sometimes, so get that rod back out and hopefully get another chance. And it's It's raining a bit now. Don't like that. Where I caught that fish from, where that bite from, it's covered in leaves now, so there's a potential if I cast over there I'm going to end up flipping masking the hook point with leaves. You know what, I'm going to take a chance on it. Look at that. Perfect that, but I hit a leaf on the way in that. Damn! Is that good or not? I'm going to wind it in, see if it's hit a leaf. Nope, no leaf on that. It's peeing down now. Beautiful, that'll do. That will do nicely. Jeez, I'm getting soaked here. I'll put a bat lid on. What a gutter. Losing that fish, nightmare. Put a bit of bait out. You know what, I've all lost it. It's a great sign that there's fish knocking about, because on these canals I could literally be miles away from the nearest carp, so it's a brilliant sign. But what a spot, what a location. Well, how's this for a beautiful morning? Absolutely stunning. What a location. had a pick up yesterday afternoon, which I lost to a hook pull, unfortunately. And I had a lovely comment this morning just at first light. So, take a look at that. That is a beautiful looking comment, that. Stunner. All these leaves falling off the trees, covering the bottom of the canal there at the moment, so you've got to be careful your hook bait's not being covered, or the hook point is not being masked by these leaves. I'm fishing either very slow sinking baits or pop-ups. Yeah, good old Fox Evo. It's a good few years old, that. No ground sheet, I can't be bothered carrying one from walking miles. The actual amount of stuff I've lost in those leaves. Beautiful. I'm using real simple rigs on the canal. I still want to avoid the small fish. Got 26mm bottom bait, 20mm pop up. Using pretty brutish hook links. I know there's a few catfish in here, a few snags, so a lot of tree roots. You've got all these trees, and all the roots poke out into the canal. So you've got pretty strong stuff. That's actually a £60 hook link, that. I'm using a £40 mono leader onto £50 braid. If I hook something, I want to land it. Just because we're fishing the canal, there's not much. There's a little bit of flow in this canal. It's attached to a river, so I'm using 5-ounce lead on that one. Let's get it out there. So this rig here is going down this margin, just past the marginal shelf. Quite a bit of weed still knocking about. Probably walk it, maybe. I don't know. Right, this will do. This is the kiddy. Literally, it's just been swung out down here, this one. Perfect, that, absolutely perfect. Let's get some bait on it. I can make out where it's landed in the bubbles. Perfect, that. I'll have some of that. Now, I've just got to walk this rod back. You can just make out that weed in the margin. Got to walk this rod back. Not getting my line caught in these bushes. Nope, nope, no, it's caught. Damn. You know what, it is tricky. Oh no, is that caught on there? Oh, it's free. It's free again. That'll do. Flick it off that bush if I can. Tree heaven. Oh, there we go. It's bang on. Perfect. There we go, lovely, beautiful. I tell you what, it's been an eventful 24 hours. Yesterday I was on the verge of just packing up and going back to base. The trouble with these canals and these towpaths is that no matter how remote you get, people are always going to find you out. And I must have had, I don't know, without a word of a lie, I must have had 8 or 9 different lower anglers come up opposite me, cast over my lines. One guy was deliberate as well, so it wasn't very nice. Just persevered, just wound in, made myself a brew. Didn't get into any aggro, and I'm glad I stayed, because last night, despite me thinking that these guys were going to come back, my rod just rattled off about 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's a cracking looking common, so I'm well happy. But that's public water fishing. It's sometimes it is difficult. Yeah, I show all these nice images and beautiful landscapes, but truth of it is, though, you're open to the general public and anything can happen. But that's what makes it exciting sometimes. And I've been on cloud 9 after this capture. I'll get it out and show it you. That's the view from the bivvy door this morning. There's the middle rod which zipped off last night. Beautiful. Yes, have a look at this. Now this is a beautiful looking carp from the canal. Absolutely made up with this. Stunning, the colours on it, so vivid. Oh, it's beautiful. This is why I'm fishing these canals, for these unknown fish. Oh, look at that. Now that is some pretty fish. It's still lively. Look at that. Go on. What a beautiful carp. So made up with that. That's why I'm fishing the canals. Such a buzz when that buzzer went. Having no idea what you're going to catch, and what a beautiful fish. Oh, just love it. Mwah. Scale perfect, that one. Golden colours. Doesn't get much better than that for me. Let's put him back. Barra's all loaded now, ready for the off. What a great trip it's been. 2 nights on a totally new stretch of canal. I push biked this canal many times for miles upon miles with the missus in the summer. Never seen a single soul fishing it, so chances are those carp have never been hooked. It's just an absolutely fantastic buzz when your alarm goes and you've got no idea what you're going to catch. And long may it continue. Ready for the big walk back now to the van. And all I can say is fantastic. Yes.